Alrighty, guys. So we are live. Um, it's just me today. I don't have a co-host. I don't have anybody else joining me on Demo Boys. So I guess I'm just that boy today. But 239 just happened. UFC 239 was an absolutely insane card. I don't know that I've ever yelled at my TV screen more than I did during this fight card. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Okay, first things first. Diego Sanchez versus Michael Chiesa. Um, just two legends in my opinion. You've got the winner of Tough One, the winner of I believe Tough 14, um, going head to head. Diego Sanchez is just an interesting character. I saw a tweet the other day that cracked me up. It said my girlfriend asked if we could watch Stranger Things. I said sure, and pulled up an interview of Diego Sanchez. So that should tell you enough. Diego Sanchez is hilarious. He's just a, a great character in the sport, and he put up a hell of a fight. But Michael Chiesa obviously just proved to be much bigger and much too strong for him. His ground game was incredible. He even got complimented by Halle Berry on his ground game, who I guess is filming a movie where she's playing a very Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fueled character. And yeah, she said it was very incredible to watch Michael Chiesa work and see the ground game actually working and being utilized live action like that. And I believe he actually gave her his gloves for the fight. So awesome for you. Okay, the next fight that we're going to talk about, great fight, not so great result if you're me, just because I trained for most of the time that I did train at a gym. I trained at American Kickboxing Academy, so I got to see people like Luke Rockhold, Daniel Cormier, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Um, yeah, it was a tough one to swallow. Jan Blachowicz, he's a beast, and in round two, 1 minute and 39 seconds in, he hit Luke Rockhold with a shotgun. He absolutely unloaded on him, and just his head bounced off the mat. It was a nasty knockout. Um, I'd like to see Luke Rockhold bounce back from it, come back to light heavyweight possibly again, and just really showcase what he's got. I think he's a really incredible fighter, very, very gifted, very talented fighter. Um, that being said, I do somewhat, I 100% see what Dana White is saying, and saying that Luke should consider retiring. I mean, unlike a lot of these other guys, he does have something to fall back on. He is a model. I think he's a Ralph Lauren model. Like, that's a big name. He's a good-looking guy. He could make a career off of that. He doesn't have to do this. Again, though, I get it. He's a beast. He has a lot of talent. He wants to become a UFC champion again. All the props in the world to him if he continues on. And if he does continue on, I see potential. I see that he could definitely make it to the top. Um, I personally don't think that Henry Hooft is the camp for him. I haven't seen a ton of promise from him since going to that camp. And I feel like a lot of his major wins and major showcasing of his skills were when he was at American Kickboxing Academy. That could definitely be bias speaking, but I feel that he should come back to that gym, and I think he'll see a lot more success if he does. As much as I hated seeing it, for the viewers, I'll try and throw a quick clip in of that knockout. Maybe play some tiny violins for that. This next fight, I'll be honest, I was very, very excited about. We were actually watching the fights, me and a couple of buddies. We were waiting on food to get here during the pay-per-view. It literally arrived right as they were announcing Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren. My boy got up to grab a slice of pizza, and he's like, "Hey, do you want me to leave the box open?" I was like, "No, I don't want to miss a second of this fight. Anything could happen." As I'm saying that, he turned to grab a slice and missed the whole fight. Because as you guys that did watch the fights know, it was a 5-second fight. Um, as the commentator said, which I agreed with, it was actually a 2 or 3 second fight, and the other 2 to 3 seconds was the amount of time it took the ref to run in and save Ben. Love Ben Askren. Think he's absolutely incredible fighter. He's won 19 fights and had zero defeats walking into this, and he faced a monster in Jorge Masvidal. And as somebody that's won 19 fights out of 19 fights with wrestling, you always shoot in for a double leg or a single leg, mostly a double leg. Um, Either way, it's all about getting the opponent to the ground. Even my girlfriend said, like, he went for the shot right off the bat. He's a wrestler. Like, he had to have known that Jorge was going to do something about that, or Jorge had to have seen that coming. That was predictable. Um, but I saw Ben Askren on the Helwani show this morning, and I actually responded to my girlfriend yesterday, I believe, with exactly what he ended up saying today, which was, well, babe, it worked 19 fights before this. He never had that issue before, so you got to think he probably didn't see that happening. And maybe that's an issue, like, right? He's won 19 fights, he had 0 losses. You almost form this this fake armor, right? Like you feel untouchable to an extent. You feel like you're unbeatable. And I feel like if I'm being 100% honest, Ben Askren is going to come back from this much stronger. But that knee was a world breaker. I tip my hat to Jorge Masvidal. That knockout was hard to watch. He literally gave him a 3-piece, no soda, just the 3-piece, 1 knee, 2 hands, call it a night. A lot of people are asking what he was yelling whenever he laid next to Ben and slapped the mat. Probably boom roasted. I don't know. Again, it won't take up much time, so I'll try and throw that clip in here too.
Now is the time to say things. You're such a witty guy.
Moving on to the next fight, we had Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holmes. That fight was nuts. I'll be honest. I really thought that Holly Holmes was going to be able to cut her off with the footwork. I thought that she was going to be able to outbox her and just outland her, dance around a little bit, and just kind of make the octagon her home. It didn't happen that way. She was doing all right. She was moving around. She was utilizing the footwork, but Amanda Nunes just has a freakish amount of power in her hands, and she used her feet to knock her out, which is absolutely insane. I thought if Amanda Nunes wins this, she's probably just going to rely on her power in her hands, move forward, and hit her with some really big, like, slobber knocker shots, just really getting in on her. That was not the case. Amanda Nunes, again, I tip my hat to you. She looked absolutely incredible. She was a very polished champion. She went in there. She did exactly what she had to do. Nothing less, nothing more. And she went in there and finished a world-class opponent in Holly Holm. So, again, great job to her. I really look forward to what's next. I don't know who she's going to fight next, but no matter who it is, I'm excited for that. And jumping right into the main event, Jon Jones versus Thiago Santos. Oh, man. What a heartfelt and just gut-wrenching match to watch. Literally everyone in my household was behind me, all on their feet, jumping up and down, going crazy, cringing, feeling that agonizing pain every time Thiago would take a leg kick or every time Thiago would backstep and wince in pain because of his leg. I haven't seen an update myself. It might be public at this point, but I haven't seen anything. I'm assuming he probably had a torn ACL or something of the sort. His knee was really jacked up. Happened pretty early on in the fight, yet he still went 25 hard-fought minutes against Jon Jones, one of the greatest to ever do it. Picograms or no picograms, he is the pound-for-pound, picogram for picogram king. As much as I don't like the guy, he has a terrible attitude, but he's got a really great gift for mixed martial arts. That being said, Thiago Santos got a split decision on him, which is not something that a lot of people can say, if anybody, right? He went out there, he utilized leg kicks, which is something I've been saying for years. People need to do better against Jon Jones. I've been telling my girlfriend for the 6 years we've been together. I think to beat Jon Jones, you need to have somebody that's really, really great at striking, and can possibly utilize or out wrestle him. Didn't work for DC when I thought it would. After that, I really started saying you need somebody that's actually a better striker than him, or not necessarily a better striker than him, but a different striker than him. Maybe a Muay Thai specialist. And then here comes Thiago Santos coming up a weight class, moving in on him. He utilized those Muay Thai style leg kicks. He was going to the body. They both left the stadium in wheelchairs. So, again, incredible fight for both of those guys. John Jones did enough to get the split decision victory and retain the belt. I don't really know what's next for him. I would imagine it's probably going to be one of these new up and comers like Dominic Reyes or Johnny Walker. Personally, I'd like to see Johnny Walker be the next guy. As long as he doesn't do the worm in the gym and throw his shoulder out, I think he's the next guy to get the fight. I think that's the fight to make in December, and I think that'll be the Christmas card. So, yeah, everybody sound off below. I'm going to try and get a little bit more consistent with these. If you do like the content, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. More of, less of, and most importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed the fights. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to the next one. This is Olin from Dema Boys, signing off.